Hello everyone and welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Today is less an opinion piece, a whatever I do nowadays as videos. Today is an announcement, a time for joy and cheer. KingsIsle themselves, our God, our Savior, has stepped down from their throne with their beautiful, omnipotent essence, their being, and they have said, "Look upon me, foolish Wizard101 players. I grant you one boon for the holidays." And we're like, whoa, okay, calm down, talk about a god complex, like take a step back. But then the second thing we're like, what is that? And they're like, wow, you know what? I will grant you free membership for the next 12 days. Now, the important part about this, there's three caveats to this that I want to mention, and I think everyone should know. First caveat, there's actually only two caveats because for some reason I said three. Second, this includes both Wizard101 and Pirate101. So that's pretty important to note because last time they did free membership, last 12 days of the spiral, they only did it for Wizard101, so now is your chance for Pirate101 as well. Third caveat is the fact that this counts for all accounts and all new accounts as well. So if you decided that you want to create a new account or whatever, for some reason, you could go ahead and make use of that and not have to buy a membership right away and spend the next 12 days leveling it up for free and then choose to buy a membership if you want to. Now what I'd like to do for this video is give you kind of a recap, a little bit of a rundown why you might want to make use of this time and what you may want to do to make use of it. Because, you know, some people might forget about some things or they might not think about it. They might be like, why would I do this now? Well, let's get into it. First off, one thing I would like to point out without a doubt that everyone should think about is that free membership isn't a thing that is given out often. KingsIsle almost never does it. They've only in fact done it twice now. This is the second time. They did like a week event where Wizard City and Krokotopia were free, but that was only like for a few weeks, and that was only the first two worlds. This is a full membership. You have access to everything this game has to offer. If one of your main things you complain about is the fact that there is a paywall and you don't want to pay for membership, now's your time to make use of that and actually play the game while you still can. You won't get too many other options to do this in the future, so now's really your time to make use of it. Now that that's out of the way, let's go over some things you might want to do. So starting in Wizard101, why you might want to make use of this membership. Let's start off with the biggest thing, and that's simply questing. Lemuria recently came out, and I'm sure a lot of people still have yet to do it, myself included. Obviously mine isn't because I don't have a membership, but just because I'm too lazy, but I'm sure some people might want to make use of this time to actually quest through Lemuria and get a character up to max again. Another thing you might want to do is grind out that gear set that you don't have yet. Like for example, maybe you're like in the 60s to 100s range and you've been there for a while, but you've never really grinded out the waterworks set or whatever. Go for it, you know, maybe do some Darkmoor. Darkmoor is a bit painful and I wouldn't recommend you do that, but go for it, you know, if you want to. Get that set of gear that you really want. Another thing you can do is make use of the double backpack space, because you have more backpack space, you have more friendship room, all things that come with a membership that will be pretty nice to have and to use during this short period of time. Another thing you might want to do in Wizard101, and this is a big one for me, something I'm actually considering, is making a new account. Now, if you don't know, one of the most efficient ways to play this game is to actually play with yourself, because surprise, surprise, if a lot of people are stupid, the best way to get something done right is to do it yourself. And in this case, if you want to quest through the game, you want to farm dungeons, you want to actually get this game done, and do it as efficiently as possible, the best way to do that, without a doubt, is to have your own second account with you. I have plenty of guides on power questing if you want to know how to do it, but the gist of it is, you now might want to make a new account and start getting that account up, you know? You don't need to actually buy a membership, so you can just easily make that account and just get started on the grinding, you know? Get up a new wizard, get them pretty far into the game and get them ready to go. Now, on the flip side, let's talk about why you would want to do this in regards to Pirate101. If you don't know, Pirate101 is a game. I'm sure most people haven't even tried it. So, if you're going to, now's your chance. And Pirate101, I will say, is probably more egregious than Wizard101 when it comes to its paywall. At least they give you Triton Avenue for free, right? In Pirate101, they don't really give you anything. They give you the starting Unicorn Way area, and that's it, and then you are locked off from the game. So I think it would be pretty good to at least get past that, you know, get through the game, crest up a pirate, and above all, get going in Pirate101, because you may or may not know this, I announced this a few days ago on my channel, and KingsIsle did as well. They're starting back up Pirate101 updates. They've decided that their game has been neglected for too long. Gamigo has decided to invest back into Pirate101, and they want to actually make the game what it was back in the day, and they want to make it better than what it was back in the day. They want to put effort and time into it to actually make it a good game, and I think that we should take them up on their benevolence and show them that we're interested in seeing Pirate101 as a new game. If you haven't actually, you know, played it, just give it a chance. If you played it like years ago and you didn't really like it, just give it a second shot, you know? You never know what might have changed. Maybe as a kid you didn't like a specific thing, and now you do. Like, all the time I change my opinions on games. When I was a kid, well, two things when I was a kid. First off, I tried out Skyrim and I hated it. Second off, I hated FPS shooters. Nowadays, all I play is Skyrim and Valorant. So, obviously, opinions change. You may not know. As a kid, you might have hated it, but now you might be like, wow, this game is actually much better than I thought. So ultimately, I would say that is what those two games have to offer. Let me finish off this video, wrap it a nice bow with kind of a PSA, kind of an announcement that I would like to say. This time, you may not think it, but it is more important than ever to play this game. And you may be like, Noah, why? Why is this so important? We need to prove to KingsIsle, to Gamigo, whoever, that giving free memberships and making this game cheaper and more convenient for us as players is an important thing and is beneficial in the long run. If they see during this 12 days of the spiral that their player base is up by double, triple what it usually is, you bet that they're probably going to be more interested in doing things like this in the future. If not, they may be interested in, say, doing some kind of thing that makes the game a little bit cheaper, like an event, something like that, that at the very least they might be interested in and that we would be interested in. And I think that now's the time to show them that. I know that I have said in the past that I'm going to use the time to show them that, you know, I actually want this game to have, like, some more free-to-play areas, and I never really did because I'm lazy, but this time I am going to. I've already kind of decided to myself, I kind of want to make a new account just for fun, and, you know, I figured that now is as good of a time as any, and I'm going to see how far I can get in those 12 days, and I hope a lot of people join me on that. I hope people decide now's the time and they show KingsIsle, yes, we do want this game to be more free to play, less, you know, pay to play, and overall just a better place as an MMORPG. So that's really it for today. That's what I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you planning on, say, starting up Pirate101, maybe doing something on Wizard101? What are your plans? Are you planning on power questing? Who knows? I would like to hear what you have to say. But otherwise, that's it for me today. If you liked the video, drop a like, hit the sub button. Go support me financially on Patreon if you wish. And thank you to NJA for being in the $25 tier. I really do appreciate you. Go join my Discord server. We're at 400 members. I think we just hit it. If not, join it anyway, just to see the funny number go up. Try to hit 500 members. Who knows? You know, we have a pretty good community. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. But that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Adios.